from the heavy rains that continue to pound different parts of the country to the Supreme Court ruling on the marriage, when it comes to divorce, to the fight against illicit brew in the country. A very good afternoon to you. My name is Brenda, Czeda. Those are some of the stories that we have for you this afternoon and much more here on KBC Channel 1 Lunchtime News on this the fourth day of the 5th month of April 2018. Our sign language interpreter is Wilson Mushore on the bottom right of your screen, and our lunchtime news begins now. And we begin up with our top story that is concerning floods that continue to ravage different parts of the country. And 4 standard gauge railway construction workers in Czeda County are among 7 people who have lost their lives after they were swept away by raging floods at Fatima South Bridge along River Kandisi. 11 other people are reported missing following heavy rains that continue to pound different parts of the country. Now, this even as over 2,000 families were forced to sleep in the cold after their houses were destroyed by the heavy downpour in Kitui County. Over the last 2 months, the country has recorded extensive loss of property, public infrastructure and loss of lives due to the heavy rains. At least 7 people have died and 11 others are missing in Czeda County after they were swept away by raging floods at Fatima South Bridge on River Kandisi in Ongata Rongai. Among the 7 are 4 standard gauge railway construction workers. 5 of the victims were crossing the bridge when the incident occurred. In Kitui County, more than 30 people have lost their lives during the rainy season, with majority having drowned in various rivers across the county. County Commissioner Samuel Simiti says they are yet to recover the bodies of people who drowned at River Nziu.
Upande wa Nziu kuna gari ilipotea ya Probox na tukapoteza watu 4 kulingana na vile tulikuwa tunaambiwa watu wakienda Masichi na bado hata saa hii hawajapatikana.
More than 2,000 families have been left homeless after their houses were destroyed by the heavy downpour in Kitui County. And for the second day, the Bomet County Disaster Unit is yet to recover the body of a woman who drowned in Chepkulo, Nyangores River. The search for the body has been hampered by strong currents in Chepkulo River owing to ongoing heavy rains.
Tunataka vifaa kama sasa scooters, diving material, kitu kama cylinders za kubumua, kwa sababu saa zingine tunafika mahali siko deep sana. Sasa tunahitaji vitu vifaa kama hizo.
The County Disaster Unit has retrieved 15 bodies from Amalo, Chepkulo, Kipsonoi and Chemosit rivers since the start of the rainy season. But as the rains continue to wreak havoc, Devolution Cabinet Secretary Eugene Omalo says the government has put in place measures to alleviate the suffering of flood victims.
Serikali itaendelea kushirikiana na serikali za county kuhakikisha tunapeana msaada kwa wote walioathirika hadi wakati ule hali itarejea kuwa sawa sawa.
This even as his water counterpart as Simon Chelugui assured residents of Garissa County that the government has put in place measures to prevent outbreak of waterborne diseases. Chelugui says the national government and Garissa County government will supply clean and safe drinking waters for displaced victims in 10 camps in Garissa town and its environs after 137 toilets collapsed during the recent floods. And as the rains continue to cause havoc, Nandi County government has been forced to review the road maintenance activities. Nandi County Governor Stephen Sang has suspended all ongoing roadworks for a period of 2 weeks, saying the heavy rains have made it impossible to continue improving and maintaining the road infrastructure.
I do hereby suspend all the ongoing works for a period of 2 weeks. This is because of the heavy rains that have made our work impossible in terms of maintaining our road infrastructure.
According to the county boss, the heavy rains have also caused breakdowns of some of the road construction machines. The road works that have been suspended include those that were awarded to 121 local contractors under the Road Maintainers Levy Fund. Right, meanwhile, tenants at Ushirika flats within the city's Isili estate are up in arms over what they say is perennial flooding. The tenants were blaming a contractor undertaking works at an adjacent road want the Nairobi County government to take charge and address the water drainage challenge that they say could pose serious health risk if left unattended.
At the Ushirika flats in Nairobi's Isili estate, the situation is dire. Following heavy downpour over the last few days, residents have had to deal with rising water levels in the estate owing to a lack of a proper drainage system serving the area.
Especially yesterday night, it was in the houses, but we tried to remove from outside the drainage system. Yeah, we tried to force the water to go out, but even we used the generators and all that, but it's not working.
Kuna hao watu wenye walitengeneza hii barabara ndio kwanza walichangia kubwa. Mbeleni hata ilikuwa inaingia kidogo, lakini haikuwa hivi. Walijenga hii barabara, kuna wengine sasa wakakuja nyuma yao kuitengeneza drainage na sewage line. Sasa walitengeneza nusu, wakaacha kazi nusu.
A situation which they now fear could lead to serious health concerns if not addressed.
Shida ile kwanza sana tunaogopa sahihi ni outbreak ya cholera, kwa sababu ya hii maji kuchezea watoto na baadaye wakule naye kwa mkono ama waweke kwa mdomo. Na hiyo shida sana inatokana na drainage, na tulikuwa tunaomba serikali wa county hasa wa city council watutengenezee drainage.
They now want the county government to move with speed to address the issue to avert any casualties as a result of the current situation. For Channel 1 Lunchtime News, I'm Vitalis Nyagol.
The national government, in partnership with the World Bank, has launched a 100 billion shillings project aimed at enhancing capacity of 10 arid and semi-arid counties in northern Kenya. The project seeks to ensure access to off-grid solar, smart agriculture, water and sanitation, as well as infrastructure development within the West region.
It is a new beginning for the north and northeastern counties after the launch of a 100 billion shilling project that seeks to boost shared property for a region once regarded as marginalized. Dubbed the North and Northeastern Development Initiative, the project targets Mandera, Garissa, Isiolo, Lamu, Marsabit, Samburu, Tana River, Turkana, Wajir and West Pokot counties. Devolution Cabinet Secretary Eugene Wamalwa lauding governors from the region for coming up with a visionary economic bloc that is meant to bridge development gaps.
Over 100 billion shillings coming to 10 counties through this very visionary plan and initiative. We want to see other regional blocks, economic blocks like NOREP, where Governor Nanok has been leading that team.
Labour Cabinet Secretary Ukur Yatani calling on the leaders to visualize in improving service delivery to improve the livelihoods of their people. World Bank's Helen Carrison Rex says the initiative seeks to attract investments to the region to complement ongoing government efforts to improve equity.
The initiative we are launching today is very much aligned with Kenya's Big Four agenda. By opening up needy counties, we will enhance food security, we will inch closer to achieving universal health care, provide affordable housing, and open opportunities for manufacturing.
Council of Governor Chair Josephat Nanok said the initiative will go a long way in improving the livelihoods of residents in the 10 counties.
The 10 counties forming northern and northeastern region can also be able to benefit its people.
The initiative consists of 6 new backbone projects with a portfolio of about $1 billion, namely off-grid solar access, climate-smart agriculture, water and sanitation development, North and Northeastern Transport Improvement Project, Development Response to Displacement Impact Project, and the National Safety Net Program additional financing.
All right, let's cross over to political matters, where the National Youth Service Council has thrown its weight behind the leadership of Nairobi Governor Mike Mbuvi Sonko. The group defended the under-fire governor against accusations of mismanagement of city affairs, alleging that complaints raised about his leadership originate from political opponents. Now, they insist that Sonko has performed tremendously well in the last 8 months in office, especially in addressing the issues of garbage collection, revenue collection, and youth empowerment. The father condemned the recent attack on former NCBDA chairperson, that is Timothy Murioke.
A few selfish and greedy residents, cartels of Nairobi County, during the 2017 elections, began to portray our governor as an incompetent and unable to govern the city of Nairobi. They were, however, proved wrong because the people's choice on the winning ballot was Governor Mike Mbuvi Sonko. However, this was a clear blow to those scheming to discredit him. To discredit our rightly elected Nairobi governor. Therefore, these forces immediately began to plot how they're going to bring the governor down, by hook or crook. This conspiracy has not worked either. All it has done is to bring to the light the organized and deliberate ploy to spread lies, rumors, and fake news against governor.
All right, 12 minutes past 1 p.m. here on Channel 1 Lunchtime News. Allow me to take a short breather, but we still have a lot landed for you, including sports, international news, and business later on. All that after the short break.
Je, waweza fanya nini kwa dakika 4? Na mega dola. Unaweza piga chef? Na mega dola. Kila kitu ni mega. Waweza pika ugali? Na mega dola. Pesa hapa ni mega. Na mega. Labda waweza fua nguo? Ni mega. Na mega dola. Ama unaweza tengeneza milioni 30. 4 minutes are enough to win big with Mega Dollar. Just go to Lipa na M-Pesa, select Pay Bill, enter business number 295888, enter account name KBC, deposit 10 shillings or more, enter your PIN and press OK, then choose 10 numbers from 1 to 80 and send to 29588. And you can win up to 30 million shillings every 4 minutes. Deposit, play, and win with Mega Dollar. The big game for big winners.
Mzima
Wanjoma Dongo Mirwa Koreko Bunda,
ile show kubwa East Africa.
Top Mashariki, just ring the alarm. I may say ring it like so.
Top Mashariki.
Uzuri wangu bei gani? Haupati kiutani. Uzuri wangu nyumbani. Ananipa burudani.
The government is spending quite huge amounts of money, taking loans in such a manner that your grandson will owe the government 80,000 shillings to pay. What are we doing with these roads? Are we building roads to the grave?
That Kenyans, led by its ever-committed government, have stepped up each and every year to ensure the disasters in Kenya are well prepared for.
Kenya is reactive and not proactive.
The introduction of alcohol has made alcohol be out of the recipe of good decision-making when it comes to our roads. Thanks to the alcohol, which has been warding off the negligence disease.
Come here, boy. Come. Meet your nieces and nephew, eh? Hi there.
Geronimo! Whoa! Watch and see how it's done, everyone. Say
whoa! Hi there. Can't we all just get along? Adios. Bad dog.
Vote for KBC Channel 1 as your favorite TV station for the Kuza Broadcasting Awards 2018. SMS the word Kuza to 15601. It's absolutely free. Voting ends on 9th May. Vote, vote, vote.
Thank you so much for keeping it Channel 1 Lunchtime News, and we continue with our bulletin here on Channel 1 Lunchtime News, and we head straight to Nyeri County, where authorities in central Kenya have vowed to sustain the ongoing war on illicit brew and second-generation liquor in the wake of concerns that trade in counterfeit liquor is slowly creeping back. Now, Regional Commissioner Wilson Jenga says the fight against the vice will be made a part of daily routine for security officers.
It has been a steady endeavor for authorities in central Kenya in their quest to rid the region of illicit brews. Regional Commissioner Wilson Jenga says that tremendous progress has been made since the war started. Jenga marinating that the onslaught will be sustained to ensure the vice that was not only a threat to consumers' health but also to national development was completely eradicated. According to Jenga, over 32,000 litres of changa, 53,000 litres of kangara, 10,000 litres of muratina and molasses, as well as 2,000 cartons of assorted counterfeit second-generation liquor had so far been destroyed. Besides the recovery, 2,945 individuals had been arrested and charged with contravening various provisions of the Alcoholic Drinks Control Act, and some 294 bars closed down.
So far, we can record that during this crackdown, at least we have been able to get over 32,000 liters of changa within the 5 counties in this region, 63,000 of kangara, about 10,000 of muratina and karubu, busaa also, molasses of 1,000 liters. Second generation alcohol, we have also been able to get over 2,000 assorted cartons of second generation brew which do not meet up to standard.
The campaign has been a multi-agency task involving officers from the Ministry of Interior and Coordination of National Government, Ministry of Health, NACADA, KEBS, KRA, Anti-Counterfeit Agency, County Government and National Police Service.
Now, drama unfolded at Mukuyu in Murang'a County after stolen household goods worth over 200,000 shillings were recovered at a suspect's house. Now, police have launched a manhunt for the suspect and his accomplices.
It was an endeavor to recover stolen goods following a series of break-ins in Mukuyu, located in the outskirts of Murang'a town. Led by Mukuyu Assistant Chief, members of a Nyumba Kumi team in the area raided Patrick Nganga's house after reports linked him to a gang that has been terrorizing area residents. On noticing the team, the suspect is said to have jumped off from the second floor of a 3-story building and escaped.
Baada ya kutoroka, tumemnasa bibi yake ambaye ametufungulia nyumba na tukakuta kule amekaa ndiko vitu vingi ajabu. Vitu ya kadri ya zaidi ya 200,000 tumeweza kunasa saizi.
Among the items recovered included electronics and foodstuffs. His victims narrating their ordeal at the hands of a criminal gang.
Kapata wamevunja wakaimba wedding machi na wakaimba dengu na jahe.
Lilian Wanjiku is among those who recovered their items at the house, where she claimed her shop was broken into and goods worth 25,000 shillings stolen.
Vitu za 25k zikakuwa zimeibiwa. Sasa nimekuja hapa na nikapata mshele ya pishori, ndio nimepata, hizo zingine sijapata.
Kwa duka yangu nilikuta wamefungua na master key, lakini nimepata vitu dogo waliiba ziko hapa kama mchele, gunia, sabuni, APC, dawa, lakini kama meko sikuona.
Senior Chief Charles Muna called on members of the public to volunteer information on the suspects to the authorities. even as he urged those who had fallen victim of the robberies to check out with the police if their items were among those recovered during the operation.
Broke out when pupils were in class for morning preps.
Learning was interrupted at 7 in the morning when fire broke out at St. Mary's Primary School in Bomet. The incident said to have happened when the pupils were in class for their morning studies. According to Richard Birir, a senior teacher at the school, 180 pupils lost all their personal effects.
What has happened should be a lesson to all of us, to all our institutions, particularly learning institutions and even the hospitals. When we are planning, please let us ensure that all our facilities, all our buildings are accessible.
Bomet Deputy Governor Hilary Bachok pledging his administration support even as he urged institutions to observe good planning.
So we had 3 dormitories and each dormitory was assigned a mother to take care of them. So their items also, the personal effects, they were also within.
All pupils at the institution were sent home.
Now, the Senate Committee on Delegated Legislation has commenced awareness campaigns as it seeks to empower county assemblies on legislative matters. Led by its chairperson, Samuel Fogisho, the committee visited West Pokot County Assembly to educate members on best practices and procedures of drafting and enacting legislations. Fogisho, adding his voice to the ongoing constitution amendment talk, saying Kenyans should be given the chance to decide on the best model to guide in the management of their resources.
Actually, first, West Pokot County Assembly walianzisha kitu inaitwa bunge mashinani. And then in the Senate we decided we're also going to have Senate mashinani. And one of our duties in the Senate is to have county visits and see how we pair with the corresponding committees. And the Committee on Delegated Legislation, of which I'm the chair, the Senate, wanted to do this to empower the county assembly committees on delegated legislation.
2 people missed death narrowly after the vehicle they were traveling lost its brakes, plunging into River Dhiririka. The incident caused a heavy traffic snarl-up along the busy Thika superhighway.
It was a close shave for the driver of this lorry and his 2-ton boys after it lost power as it reversed from a quarry. According to John Mwirori, the lorry, which was on its way from Ndaruga Quarries, lost pressure, forcing the driver to divert the lorry into the river to avoid a head-on collision with an oncoming vehicle.
Sikarudi hadi nyume katoka from the other side of the road kakuja hadi barabara kwenda Thika, ndio ikaanguka kwa mto, but driver tu ni ameumia, kuna mtu mwingine ameumia. Sisi tuko saa tukiona makanga mwenzangu, tuko poa.
Mirori and his colleague were able to jump off from the moving lorry. The driver was not as lucky and suffered serious injuries and was rushed to Thika Level 5 hospital.
The National Constituencies Development Fund has disbursed over 258 billion shillings to support development programs over the last 15 years. Fund's chairperson Elas Mbao says the funds have proved importance in the expansion of infrastructure across the country in line with the national government's development agenda.
Tungependa wananchi wajue kwamba hazina hii ni jukumu lao. Hatufadhili miradi ambayo maafisa wa serikali wenyewe wameitambua, lakini miradi ambayo imetokana maoni ya wananchi. Kila miaka miwili wananchi wanaitishwa maoni waweze kuja waweze kutuelezea kitu gani wanataka au shida zao ni gani, ili tuweze kushirikiana kuleta maendeleo ambayo inalenga mahitaji ya wananchi. Kwa hivyo tunataka wananchi kuwahimiza washirikiane na kamati zetu na kuweza kutupatia hata feedback kama kuna malalamisho yoyote kuhusu maendeleo ambayo yanatekelezwa na mradi huu. Kuna hiyo fursa waweze kutuambia ili tuweze kufanya kazi pamoja.